And the top bit's cool. This is clever. It's lovely, and I love it because it's like, you know, it's just so cultureless. Random, isn't it? Not many people talk about that. Talk about all the bloody Georgian buildings, don't you? And I suppose this is one of my other most favourite buildings because I love talking about it because, you know, these are like my mum and my dad's footprints, you know. I mean, I was so lucky, right? I was so loved by my family. I was so loved, like, you know, my mum's family adored me. You know? And like when I used to go to India, I was saying to her earlier, well, my aunties and my used to kiss me and everything, and they go, like, it's glad, right? Yeah. And the one is like born in England. You know, but they used to just you know. That's what people say to me, who's your favourite designer? It's not fucking good. Where'd you get this from? My mum.
No, it's a bit less. Wait, this is scary.
See, this is my primary school, you know. This is where I came as a kid. My mum would come to this gate, and this is what sad it is, you know. I see this bouncing down. There's a beautiful fish here. My mum used to pick me up, and I used to have funny, you know. And these railings, you know, Irish women, and they just smile at each other. They wouldn't say like, you know, I chair a and sometimes it makes me laugh, like, you know. And I think I've got a pretty good car, right? But some of these parents will pull up in these taxis. Their prams are worth more than my car. They've got like suspension, like, you know. But my mum, they're just like shared, like a smile. You know, they just shared, like, and they would become big friends. You know, and my mum would sort of like, you know, she'd clock him. You know what I mean? She saw one of the mums, like, she saw there was like a black eye or something. They'd clock him. She'd say, "When you come home?" You know, and my father fought fundamentally, and anybody who met my father fundamentally fought against misogyny. And he never said to my mother, "That's my wife," or in my Dimi in Punjabi. He always said, "That's a person with their own identity." And my mum's family loved my father for it because they'd given him their daughter, and my father honoured them. And my father took me to Tower Bridge, which was just up the road there. And I tell this story, it's in the book. If people haven't got the book, please, you know, help get it. And he took me to Tower Bridge, and he said, I made a pact with a prophet. I said, if I look at another woman lustfully, I'll jump off. And I kind of like didn't clock it. But I clocked it afterwards because he saw all that kind of like Bollywoodness, and he saw all that kind of like, even our own community losing their way. They're coming over here, you know, they kind of like lost the route. My dad hated it. My dad could stand it. And he stood his ground. And I thank him for it. I thank him for loving my mum so much, and I thank my mum for loving us so much. It's a love story, isn't it? And you know, that's why I'm so much for like the creations of what the new are doing, because they're calling on the ancestry. You know, we're not calling on Vogue. Or, I don't like Vogue follow me, right? India Vogue follow me. I know, like they will follow me. I know they do. Yeah, but it's not fundamentally why I do it. I just want the world to know that there was a very kind person came full of love, and he just wanted to serve others in this world. And he was a punk. Yeah. It's good tasty music and all. I always like listen to our music. I do listening to a radio show, and like we had a record player, and like there was the library that you could take records out. First I started listening to Uriah Heep and Led Zeppelin and all that, and Yes, because Yes had that beautiful album come. The people who know Yes. And then like my mum loved like polystyrene, you know, and like love stuff, you know. And we were talking earlier, like then you know the Jam, like the great stuff, get me. And then they kind of became into the Style Council, you know, all the Soul Boys, and that they encompassed it. And I love it because you know it made me, you know, I don't know much Bangor music. I know I had to play it, but you know what I mean. It was so boring, guy, you know. And I love that eclectic kind of sense of music, you know. It allowed me to go on tour with Susie and the Banshees and The Cure. And you know, even on my mum's side, they were so full of love that they allowed me to be who I am. Because fundamentally, I was like the son of their you know, their daughter, their sister. It's a big thing, isn't it? So this is my primary school. It's sad, this family. One at one end and one at the other, isn't it? And this is for water. But it's lovely, like this barley twist is lovely. Barley twist is lovely, you know. It's like, we used to love it. You used to get the barley twist, like, go look, it's the same twist, isn't it? Such a lovely kind of geometrical shape. You know, you don't see many cast iron barley twists. Getting a bit boring like this, huh?
These are the original gates?
Yeah, the original, they restored them. They lifted them up and restored them. Lovely man in number 14, Fournier Street, Eric Elstop, who was the chair of this school. He restored them. Lovely man. I restored his house. One of the most beautiful houses in London. And this is lovely, this 7 Stars was a pub. And they had strippers in the pub. Yeah? But the strippers were women. Were mums, you know? And my mum used to sometimes make sandwiches and wait for the women out here to give it to them. Get on a bukalagiwa. They were hungry. So they'd never judged anybody. Who am I to judge you? Yeah.